Hi, my name is Vijay Reddy. Now I am going to explain how to configure the M configuration in server and client and as well. So here this is my server and this is my desktop. I mean client end. So both configuration I will explain over here. So first you need to know which version I am working here. So if you type it /etc Redhat release, that is the my operating system is Redhat Enterprise Linux 7.1 version, and here you can see the client as well, cat /etc Redhat release. You can see here this is also my my desktop client. So here you can see the version as well, 7.1 version. MIPU is the kernel version. So now I'm going to configure the things. First you need to go that location. You should be know about what are the steps need to be followed. These are the steps. First we need to check vsftpd and create repo is installed or not. If it is not there, you need to install the both softwares. Here I am checking over here rpm-qa vsftpd. So it's not there. rpm-qa create repo. Create repo is there, but vsftp is not there. So now I need to install the vsftp. How we need to install the vsftp? So before you going to do that one, first we need to find the where is the packages are there. By default the packages are there with our ISO image. First you need to find out the where it is there, the where it is the software. So here if I click df-h command, then you will find out the ISO image by default attached with the VMware. So here this is my, so at the last one this is my image, ISO image of Redhat Enterprise Linux 7.1 version. So now I am going to mount the devices. Mount -o loop. Why? Because mounting this one, because I need to install the vsftp software. So here var device sr0. Now where should I mount? /mnt device. /mnt device, you can go that location, you can see the data. Here this is my data. So here you need to go to the particular location, that is called packages. There our package, there our rpm packages are there. These are the packages. So now I need to install the rpm vsftpd package. So -ivh vsftpd. So you can start the installation package vsftpd. So now it's preparing and installing the package. Now it's installed successfully. To check the file is installed or not, you should be check it like this: rpm-qa vsftpd. Once you do this one, it's now installed. Now you need to check the next one. So rpm is vsftp is installed and create repo also installed. Now we need to create one repo file for the M configuration. So you should be create this one. Go to this location and write down these messages over there. Why should I write it over here? Means var ftp pub means to share the data to other operating systems. So why you can put it, you can type it over here, which ftp. where is FTP? It's okay, leave it that one. So our shared drive path is called var FTP pub. So here you need to do one thing. First, creating the one file that is called repo file. You should go this location m.repos. You should be mentioned on CD. You need to go for this location CD ls. There is no files, so you are creating the one file that is called server repo. Once you enter, you can close the brackets. Name equal to server, base URL equal file slash r dot ftp dot pub pub. Enabled equal to 1. GPG check equal to 0. GPG check means this is the security purpose that is only using on real-time environment. So now we are testing purpose. We don't require to enable the GPG check. So my file is repo file is created, and then you should be go for further step. So here, so this is already created because vsftpd install, it's automatically these files are created by default. Please see this path is there or not to check the files. /etc by default mkdir file is created, so not required for this one because that file is automatically created when we install the vsftpd, so not required to do anything else. So now we need to go for further step, so you just need to check it. And so we need to move the data. This is already done from post line, and we need to copy the data to MNT drive, means OS packages from to var FTP pub. So now I am going to move the data. So R for recursively without mentioning any directory, it will be moving all the data. So now I am going to move the data. So copy -rv /var /mnt star var ftp pub pub. Now all data is moving right now. it will taking more time. So now its data completely moved that location, so we need to verify that data. So now I'm going to check the data is available or not. It will var ftp pub. Now you can press ll, so all the data moved to dvd drive to our OS server OS location pub directory. Why we are putting the pub directory means our ftp pub means that is the shared drive path that works through ftp file transfer protocol that will be shared to other desktops, so that's why I put it over there. So data is there, now it's completed. Now we are going for further step. So once it is moved from data to show dvd drive to our ftp pub, so once it is moved, we need to create a create repo. Why should use the create repo -v var ftp pub means it's creating a index, means where is data is there, where it is dependencies are there, so that is everything taken care of by create repo. So when you try to install the http file, that will be that dependencies will be taken care of by create repo only. So this is the creating for index, like a index that will be installed, which is supported dependencies are. So by default, without asking any permission, it's automatically installing the create repo through create repo. This is the way we need to configure it. So here I'm going to next step, that is called create repo -v var ftp pub. Once if you done this one, that will be creating a index. So now it's making a index part. updated on the create repo. So packages list was created on a repo file. These are the data updated to the create repo file. So now going for the further step. So once it is create repo is done by indexing, and then go for m clean all, and then go for m repo list. So next step is m clean all. So cleaning the data, everything. Now you need to type it m repo list. So when you get the packages list 4432, that is the package list. So repo name is server and repo id is the server. This is the data. When you get this one, it is successfully installed on your server. So this is the configuration of server end. Now I'm going to explain about if, and one more thing also there, we need to configure the if you have any firewalls or SE Linux securities, so you need to do that one as well. So now I am going to add this one. First you need to check the firewall status is there, FTP added or not. Now I am going to check it. Firewall -cmd -zone public -list all. So here FTP service is not added. So now you need to check the firewall is enabled or not. So first here you can get enforce. When you type it, they get enforce. It's enforcing means firewall is enabled. So we need to add it FTP service, add it to firewall location, so that our data will be transferred to server end to client end. So now I am going to add the FTP service on firewall end. cmd -zone equal to public add service equal to FTP. Once it is done, you should be do this step. You need to load the files as well. That is called loading purpose reload. Once both steps is done, you need to check the firewall, our FTP service is there or not. So now I am typing the firewall cmd -zone equal to public -list -all. So this is so now it's not added. You need to check it once again. You need to re-add it once again. Firewall d -zone public add service FTP reload the service. You can check it, no, it's not added. So maybe you need to restart the service. systemctl firewall firewall D service is enabled and running. So why I am getting the errors means, so firewall is updated but vsftp service is not enabled, or you need to check this one as well. So now I am going to vsftp is enabled or not. sys systemctl status vsftpd. It's not enabled, so we need to enable the vsftp service. systemctl start enable vsftpd, and then start the vsftp service. It's now you can check the status of vsftpd. So vsftp enabled and status is running. Now you can check the firewall and as well. Firewall -cmd status -zone equal to publa public list -r. Now you can see that service is not enabled. Now you can do one more step as well, that is called firewall -cmd -pr -zone equal to publa public add service equal to ftp. Once it is done, then you need to reload. So then you need to check the firewall is updated or not. Payment -zone publa public now ftp service is added. So here we configure the ftp service on in server location, ftp and firewall. So this is the server end configuration. Now I am going to configure the client end as well. So this is my client. So this is my client, that is called desktop. Desktop hostname is desktop.redhat.com. So here you need to configure the client end. before you need to configure, you need to follow the few steps. So this is the firewall also completed. This is the firewall configuration steps, vsftp enable or not, this is the thing. And next you need to go for so permanent public ad address. Here you need to add the one more step, that is called firewall hyphen cmd hyphen reload. Okay, this is the configuration of server. Now we are into the client configuration. You should be install the vsftpd on client end one, because so when transfer server and shared files to client and shared client and desktop, it should be both sides should be there on file sharing system, whatever is it, nfs or whatever it may be. So you should be one sharing drive should be here, that is created by the ftp. So as of now I am using the ftp. We have a few more shared drives are there, nfs, samba, these things are there, but I am explaining on the ftp only. So here you should be use the to install the vsftp file on in client end location. So you need to go for this one, client and desktop. This is my client and desktop, cd clear. So first you need to install, first you need to check the file is there or not, -qa vsftpd. So that file is not there, so you need to install the vsftp software. So where should DIIFNF, my data is there on DVD, so you need to go to that location. So I'm going to mount it for, otherwise you need to go that location as well. Run media Bhaskar RHEL. This is the my DVD data ls. Here my data is there. I'm going to packages. In that packages that file is there. Now I am going to install the application that is called vsftpd. vsftpd is installed. How to check? rpm-qa vsftpd. Once you type it, it shows the vsftp, and then once it is installed, and you need to enable the vsftpd. So how to enable? System ctl enabled vsftpd, system ctl start the service vsftp. So if you want to check the services, you can go status, status. So service is enable and active and running the services. So here it is done, and then go for further next step, that is called we need to create the local repo file. That data is where it is there on server location, you should be put it on server IP address. This is the path. So I'm going to create the local repo file on client end side. /etc m dot repos, go to that location. So here you can see there is no repo files. Now I am going to create one repo file, that is called local.repo. So this is the repo file. So here you need to note down the files, that is called, this is the local, and name equal to desktop. So I'm moving the local desktop, enter. on base URL equal to ftp shift semicolon 192.168.0.106 pub. So enable equal to 1, gpg check equal to 0. Once it is done configuration from the repo file, you need to save it. So configuration is done, and then go for the next step. So firewall, you need to be added the FTP service. So once it is firewall updated, then you can restart the service. So now I am going to updated in firewall location to add the service in firewall. Firewall -cmd -p permanent -zone equal to publa public -add service equal to ftp firewall -cmd -reload. So once it is done, if you want to check it, you can check it the status as well. Permanent list -r status FTP service is added. Now you need to enable the services SAS system CTL enable vsftpd system CTL start vsftpd. So now it is done everything from client end as well. Now you need to check it client end as well without data having the client end location. So you need to type the yum repo list this is I got the data. So the data is reported in the desktop. This data where it is there, this data is there on server end location, so it's taking from server end to client end location. So without keeping the data in client end, we are directly going in server end location and take from their end data to install over here. You can install any application through this m through m means yellow dog modifier. That's it. This is the configuration of yum server configuration and client configuration as well. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye.